Weather Authority Alert Day is in effect as we continue to track snow as it moves into southwest and central Virginia. Here is a broad view of the radar showing parts of the region where rain is currently unfolding across parts of the southeast and the Gulf Coast. We've got a little bit of a line of freezing rain moving through parts of Mississippi and Alabama, even just north of Atlanta at this time. And then snow is starting to move into parts of the mid-Atlantic as it builds in from parts of the upper Midwest. Now, winter weather alerts are still in effect. We've got these all until tomorrow at 1 p.m. Winter weather advisory is highlighted here in purple, and in pink we have a winter storm warning for parts of Lynchburg, Martinsville, Danville, South Boston, Alta Vista, as well as Charlotte counties, Amherst and Appomattox counties. So if you are highlighted here in pink, likely means you're going to see the most amount or at least the highest amount of accumulating snow over the course of this storm as it moves in over the next 24 to 36 hours. As we have a look at current radar, we're starting to see some snowflakes build into parts of the New River Valley near Grayson, into Bland, Giles, Wythe counties, even parts of Pocahontas and Greenbrier counties as well. But you'll notice Lexington and Lynchburg and the Roanoke Valley starting to see some blue on radar. It's a little bit misleading as we're not seeing any flakes make it to the ground. The reason being is because the entire column of the atmosphere has to be saturated, and right around the surface to the mid-levels, it's not saturated. It's actually pretty dry out there. As we have a look at our dew point temperatures, they're in the single digits out in Lynchburg and Alta Vista, in the teens across Blacksburg and parts of the Roanoke Valley, and then they're starting to rise in parts of the New River Valley, 23 in Hillsville and in Wytheville. And the closer those dew point temperatures are to your actual temperature, the more close to saturation we are. So Wytheville and Hillsville only about 3 to 4 degrees away from reaching 100% relative humidity, which would mean that precipitation is falling. In this case, it would be snow. However, for Roanoke, we've still got about 12 degrees in terms of our dew point for the column to become saturated. So not seeing any snow for parts of the Roanoke Valley and east yet, but that is subject to change here within the next hour, hour and a half. As we have a look at futurecasts for the rest of the morning, widespread snow showers are going to be building in, and then those continue through the back half of the morning and into the early afternoon before we get a little bit of a break right around 3 to 4 o'clock as snow continues to exit the region off towards the east. By around 5 p.m., northwestern snow squalls will likely build into parts of the Roanoke Valley moving in, but they are going to be a little bit subtle and a little bit more isolated compared to what we deal with for the majority of our Wednesday. By 9 p.m., a lot of us dealing with a big time break as cloudy skies continue through the rest of the night. Now, future snow, how much could we see? Well, through the rest of our Wednesday, we'll likely see anywhere from 1 inch to 1.5 inches to 2 to 3 inches, with, of course, those areas in those winter storm warnings like Lynchburg and parts of South Side and then parts of West Virginia and Southwest Virginia seeing those highest snowfall totals over the course of the day. So current Skycam network not showing any snowfall at this time, again, because we're not entirely saturated, but again, that will change. We're still seeing that wind chill out there in the teens for parts of Lynchburg and Lexington at 15 and 17. Bedford feels like 18. Danville feels like 18 as well, and Floyd feels like 19 degrees. Temperatures will stay right around where they are, 28 to about 30 degrees. All of us going to be below freezing, so we'll likely just see snow with this event. I don't think we see much ice or much sleet, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes of that later in the day. Temperatures going into Thursday will be way down, about 25 to 40 degrees below average for the majority of the United States. And then tomorrow, another round of snow moves in right around the 2 to 3 a.m. hour, continuing through about 6, 7, 8. And then by 9 o'clock, it starts to exit the region. So that's what we're tracking. Snowfall total is going to be anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches for the majority of us, with some spots seeing 4, 5, possibly upwards of 6 inches of snow. As for your 7-day forecast, Weather Authority Alert Day in effect for today and tomorrow. Then by Friday, we turn mostly clear to partly cloudy. Temperatures start to increase as we head into the weekend.